The time that he allowed me to be his companion for the 8 years. He was the most amazing husband. The husband I prayed for so many years. God gave me that. And I thank God for that. It's really hard. The past 1 year has been the hardest for me. It has taken a toll on me. But I thank God for the grace. I thank God for the battalion of people behind me praying for us. It's because of your prayers that I'm standing in. I'm able to even...
Thank you, Elder. Bwana asifiwe. Nimepewa hii nafasi niweze kutoa thanks. Na nataka nichukue hii fursa nishukuru Mungu kwa sababu ya kutupa wakati huu ametupa hewa mzuri, ametupa wakati mzuri na ametunenea neno lake. Na kwa hivyo tunashukuru sana sababu ya hiyo fursa. Pia nataka kushukuru kamiti ambayo ilikuwa inapanga hii mambo, kamiti ya Nairobi, kamiti hapa nyumbani na wale wote ambao walihusika.
We are speaking under your power, the my Lord and my King. Peter, rest in peace. Peter, rest in peace. Peter, rest in peace. Peter, rest in peace. And them those who were the siblings, the wife, the children, the mother, the father, the niece, the cousins, the aunties, the uncles. My God and my King, I heard them all. They spoke about their son. My God and my King, he will not appear to none of them. The spirit of Peter is already with you, and there is nobody who can come.
The story of Peter Shire Tunya's burial has been described as one of the most emotional farewells witnessed in recent times. Friends, family, and members of the gospel fraternity gathered not only to mourn but also to celebrate a life marked by faith, resilience, and deep love for God. From reports shared on the platforms of the Wajesus, Milka Wapike, Pikana Rage, Kemo Thitima, Director Richie, and others close to the family, they said that the final send-off was a blend of grief, worship, and thanksgiving. On August 23, 2025, close family and friends came together ahead of Peter's burial. It was reported that the Wajesus family and the Dominion took an active role in organizing and standing with the family during this difficult period. Those present recalled how Peter had been a man of resilience. According to Kabi Wajesus, Peter had shown remarkable recovery earlier in the year. On January 1st, he was even able to drive again after months of illness, a moment that gave his friends immense hope. Sadly, the improvement was short-lived, and his health declined, leading to his untimely death. The ceremony was characterized by powerful worship sessions. Wapendwa Muziki, the gospel duo made up of Mesh and Nina, led mourners in hymns that were described as uplifting even in the midst of pain. It was further reported that several friends of Peter came together to compose a special song dedicated to his memory. The song was performed at the service, its lyrics described as a reminder that though Peter was gone, his spirit and faith lived on. Attendees noted that the music brought tears to many, yet also comforted them with the assurance of eternal hope. One of the most powerful tributes came from Monica Shire, his wife. In her emotional speech, Monica was said to have spoken with deep affection about Peter's life, his unwavering faith, and the love he had shown to family and friends. Her words reportedly moved many mourners to tears, as she painted a picture of a man who lived fully and loved deeply. In addition, Kabi Wajesus highlighted the unwavering care that Milka Wapike provided during Peter's final days. He was quoted as expressing gratitude for her compassion, describing her as a source of strength and comfort when Peter needed it the most.
This is Peter's tribute. All I recall was the laughter we shared, prayers in the night, heavy burdens we bared. Never thought the last time would be the last time you would bring a full goat, you, Kel, and Wycliffe, and your wife. You said you're coming home so we can celebrate and unwind. Now I'm stuck with these memories, pictures in my head. Calling your phone, but it's ringing Mteja again and again. Happy moments on replay, but the pain don't fade. Oh, how I cast cancer in the pit, let it burn in the flames. Your family misses you, we friends are crying too. Your daughter is asking questions, what am I supposed to do? I have to bear the burden, cause your son now calls me daddy. Hadi na recall ukinishow uko na dreams za kuvuka border. What I never knew is that soon utavuka border. Nakumbuka ukinicall kuniuliza kama niko kwa keja. But now I can't imagine I'll be calling your number kusikia mteja. I know there is a father who's a father to the fatherless, husband to the widow whose love is borderless. You fought with every breath, soldier till the end. Rest well, my brother, my soldier, my friend. I was your witness, bro. You fought with fire. Every prayer we dropped went higher and higher. Pastors prayed, brethren decreed with might, but still your scroll closed, still you took flight. The first demon that's waiting when a saint dies is doubt, whispering, God doesn't care, your prayers don't count. But no, I reject it. I still hold the flame, cause you believed until the end, so I'll believe the same. So I laugh at death, I mock its sting. Your crown shines bright where the angels sing. You live, to live is Christ, and to die is gain. We'll meet again, beyond the pain. And until that day, I'll carry your flame. And just so you know, your name is now etched in my vein. Nakumbuka ukinicall kuniuliza kama niko kwa keja. But now I can't believe that I'll be calling your line kusikia mteja. I know there is a father who's a father to the fatherless.
Beyond the tears and worship, the reality of financial needs was also addressed. Reports indicated that a fundraising appeal was launched, targeting 3 million Kenyan shillings to cover outstanding hospital bills and burial expenses. This initiative, supported by friends and the online community, was described as a symbol of solidarity. It showed how much Peter was loved and how willing people were to walk alongside the family in both joy and sorrow. As the burial ceremony reached its peak, the atmosphere was a mixture of grief and gratitude. Emotional scenes were reported, with family and friends openly weeping, yet finding solace in worship and prayer. Those who attended said that the day was a reminder of Peter's unwavering faith. Even in death, his life was described as a testimony of resilience and hope. In their reflections, Wajesus and the Dominion family encouraged mourners to give thanks in all circumstances, quoting scripture as a source of strength. They emphasized that Peter's journey, though cut short, was one of purpose, and his faith continued to inspire many. In conclusion, the burial of Peter Shire was remembered as more than just a farewell. It was described as a testimony of faith, community, and love. From the song composed in his honor to his wife's emotional tribute to the solidarity shown through fundraising and care, every aspect of the event reflected the life that Peter lived. Those who knew him were left with one assurance: though Peter's earthly journey had ended, his legacy would continue to shine in the lives of those he touched. As reported by his family, friends, and the gospel fraternity, Peter's story is one of faith, resilience, and enduring love. And even though he was bid farewell, his memory will live on in every song sung, every story shared, and every heart he inspired.
Peter Shire, a tribute to my bestie, Mr. Fix-It-All. That's what we used to call each other, bestie. Peter was selfless, kind, loving, and probably one of the most random people I knew. I remember so many times he just showed up at our house to say hi, the pizza dates, the sleepovers, and sometimes they lasted for a whole week. Guys, it's interesting because every time they came for a sleepover, he's the one who was buying the food. I promise. Hatukuwa tunamwambia nunue chakula kikuja kwetu. He used to buy that food. Even if they're going to stay for a week, he used to. The funniest part was, Lord, If a week went by without us talking, he would randomly send me airtime worth 500, sometimes 1,000 shillings. Then later calls me to threaten me. Ananitumia credit, alafu ananipigia kunithreaten. Ananiambia, umepata hiyo credit? Amwambia, sawa, ndio kose kunipigia, sawa, tuko pamoja. And even in the hospital, interestingly, when he was still in the hospital, he never ever stopped sending me airtime. Even in that hospital, whenever he called, he used to send me airtime. Naka hivi naona 1,000, naona 500, and I'm like, what did I do to deserve such a good person in my life? I also remember one time we needed some money. Not only did he give us the full amount, but he doubled it and told us, sina mbio nayo, mtanirudishia mkipata. To top it up, he came to see us the same day we had borrowed the money with shopping. I think he thought since we had asked him for money, maybe we didn't even have food to eat. So akakuja na food your day. Now, tell me, how many of you can stand and say, I have such a friend in life?
That's true.
Some people